Nope, we'll do the other one. Ah. Right. Wait, how loud does that get? I'll turn that up in a minute. Hang on a second. Right. Let's check that. Volume's good. Pretty sure you could be able to see the game. For some reason, my fucking chair keeps going down. I think it's running out of the pressure thing in it. To be fair, I've had it a few years now, this chair. Right, checking the audio. Yeah, looking good. So good morning, everyone. Good morning and hi there and happy... Don't know what that means, happy Monday. But welcome to a new week. Isn't it the end of October already? Hang on. Okay, so this is the penultimate week of October. Fuck me, what happened to 2018? It was January, like yesterday. It's unbelievable, I tell you. Right, okay then. But yes, good morning and hi there. I hope you've had a lovely weekend, wherever you are in the world. So, you alright, honey? Yes, she's okay. So over here, on this side of the fence, myself and Lulu just got back from a dog walk, where she managed to... Oh, thank you, A-Deck. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Where Lulu managed to tire herself right out by basically chasing the small rodents that climb trees, the name of which I will not say. There were so many of them in the park, and this young lady just goes so bananas that she managed to completely tucker herself out, just running from tree to tree for about 20 minutes. So she's completely shattered. So hopefully she'll have a nice sleep now. And, yes, you have a nice sleep? Yeah, you have a nice sleep. Yes. Who's a good dog? Right. Okay, hang on, so people are filing into the chat. Good morning, everyone. Yes, indeed, Dawn Hater. Sorry, I need to update that Google Doc, don't I? I've just been so busy last week. So yes, to bring you all up to speed, insofar as what's happening this week. So I finished the latest project on YouTube, which is part 10 of 10. Technically part 10 of 12, sorry, of a video essay series concerning DayZ, so both the DayZ mod and the DayZ standalone. So that was a 6-week editing effort, and what's happened now is that has gone in the pile. So it's unfortunately there's basically a big series that I'm making that will be released simultaneously. You know, it will all go up on YouTube at the same time and released publicly, but it's not ready yet. The whole thing's not ready. I need to go back on a few of the chapters and do some corrections, and of course I need to do the final, the final 2 chapters to make it complete. Thank you, the Dead Medic and Folks. Thank you, both of you. Thank you kindly. Very, very generous. For the moment, the render that I've just made has gone up to the patrons and the Twitch subs, so there should be a link. If you're a Twitch sub and you didn't get the link, bear with me. At the end of the stream, I will be in the subscriber-only chat, and we can talk, and I can deal with that. For some reason, Twitch's email service is pretty unreliable. Sorry about that. I wish it was better, but it's not. You okay, honey? Yeah, good girl. So, hang on, let me just pan the camera up so you can see her properly. There we go. Oh, thank you, Antaru. Thank you very much, Antaru. Thank you. So that was last week. So this week, the next project will begin. Now, I don't truly know which project that's going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the footage. I'm going to present the menu, which is basically a list of all of the suspected bullshittery episodes that I think I have. I'll present it back to the patrons and the Twitch subs with some polls, and then, you know, I can find out what you guys want. And in the meantime, while you guys are deciding, I will be just going through that hard drive footage and scrubbing it. So going through and watching it and you know, cutting out the best bits. And you know, they're compilation videos. So, you know, I'm trying to cut out the highlights for the compilations. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Hi there, the Horus. Hello, man. Thank you, Iggy. Thank you kindly, Iggy. Thank you. So yes, that's this week. The work continues. Last weekend, so this weekend, it was a pretty chill weekend. I went to my nan. It was her birthday, so I saw my nan. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Sorry, bear with me. Sorry, honey, did I spook you? Important update there. Sorry. So yes, on the weekend, so I went to see my nan. I still don't have my first car, unfortunately. The car dealership mucks me about, and it seems that it's going to be the end of this week that I'll have the car. My excitement has been dampened somewhat, and I'm now just kind of like, fuck, you know, I just kind of want the car now, you know. I was hyped up last week and it bit me, so, you know. Thank you, Chad Wicko and Rahiro and Iggy. Thank you, all of you. That's very kind. Thank you, guys. So yeah, so that's what's going on. So Too Long Didn't Read, latest YouTube video is going to begin. If you didn't get the link to if you're a Twitch subscriber and you didn't get the link to the last one, feel free to be in the chat at the end of the stream, and I will be in the subscriber only section and we can talk about it and I can deal with that for you. But otherwise it should be in your email. And yeah, latest project begins, and until then I'm just going to relax and play games and, you know, I don't know what's going on this evening because, well, no, there's no game scheduled for this evening, so hopefully I can catch up with the ZF guys and we can play something. But for the minute, no one else is really online, so I'm going to do some Rimworld. Right, okay. So, now I was playing on the weekend I was chilling out really, so the base has had some modifications. Let me just get the music on, hang on a second. Okay, might be too quiet, we'll check it out in a minute. Right, so welcome to Tundrafall, everybody. So people familiar with the previous streams might notice a few additions, notably this middle section, which is under construction and is nearly complete. So effectively, also you'll notice is that the colonists are all together because we've had a bit of an incident over at the mining colony, which necessitated its evacuation, which I'll explain momentarily. Sorry, can I just refresh the browser? Okay. Right, but yes, effectively, this is Tundrafall. This is an Arctic colony that we've had for some time now, if I just bring up the world map. So here we are, stationed on the ice sheet, on the, what is it, the Choga ice sheet? Yes, Choga sheet, to the north of Sexy Egg, which is the name of this world seed. Yes, here we've been surviving for about 13 years now. It is autumn of the 13th year, and we are hanging in there okay. So I will turn down the music, actually. It's a bit too loud. How do we turn it down? There we go. Right. Stupid. Minimizing it every time I misclick. Right. So, yes, effectively I've moved all of my people back here to Tundrafall to keep them safe. This does, however, mean that it's much harder to feed everybody in one place because there's a lot of mouths to feed now. We've got about 16 colonists all in one single place and limited food on an ice sheet. We have to rely on hydroponics bays. So I think I've switched all of them over to food, haven't I? No, this one was cotton. It is cotton. So I need to turn that over to food because we are struggling to feed ourselves. We're eating nutrient paste right now, and we do have a lot of dogs which are now breeding. And of course, the boomalopes they're back as well from the mining installation. Thank you, Felfire. Thank you very much, Felfire. So yes, tricky indeed. Has it been a brutal 13 years? It has, Snappy. It has indeed. Many people have died in the defense of this place, in the defense of their home. Thank you, Deshinderhands and Oz Kitsafron. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. That's very generous, thank you. Anyway, so I'll begin with introductions then. So we'll go from right to left this time. So starting off here, we have Aussie Exile. So Aussie is 28 years old. She's just joined the colony a short while ago, being chased by bandits over at the mining camp. She is a vat-grown sex slave, so basically a replicant. She is pretty incapable of most things, and she panics under pressure. She's designed to do that, really. She's designed to freeze and panic so that people can have their way with her. She has joined the colony and since busies herself with, I don't know actually, handling the prisoners and also doing a bit of cooking. She's also a bit of a junkie, so I need to keep her away from the drugs. Sorry, bear with me. So yes, Aussie Exile, the sex slave, has only just arrived here at Tundrafall and is trying to make herself comfortable in what is no doubt a very scary place. Thank you, Vaden. Thank you very much, Vaden. Thank you. Night Fury. Night Fury is a 28-year-old botanist and a bit lonely, to be honest. She was handling most of the mining camp hydroponics and stuff. Now she's assisting with Tundrafalls. She flirted with a lot of the men that arrived at the mining camp, and it's generally quite clear that she wants a partner. She's bonded with a dog that's now died. Is she? No, she hasn't really formed a relationship with anybody. But yeah, so Night Fury, so 28, a botanist, and works in the hydroponics bays. Thank you, Siamese Sneeze and Vaden. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. we have Kamikaze. She is 44. She is the wife of Prying Panda. She is a former cosmetic surgeon who used to help out in the... Hang on, she used to assist in the med bay at the mining colony, but now she's back here. I don't want her doing doctor duties anymore. We'll make it the 4th priority. So mostly she just handles hauling items from point to point. She is also a soldier, and I believe I recently gave her a power claw and a bionic eye because she is a... She's a prostalophile? Is that how you say it? So she really, really wants a bionic implant. So now that she has 2, a cybernetic eye and a cybernetic hand, she has a permanent mood boost of plus 14. So Kamikaze is quite happy, you know, to have implants. Although I'm not so sure what Prying Panda is going to think about the power claw when hand jobs are involved. I don't know. Maybe he's happy about it. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, Prying Panda, Kamikaze, the wife of Prying Panda. Okay, Genomint, she's 36 years old, a capable soldier. She keeps to herself for the most part, and she works in the hydroponics base, so she's quite similar to Night Fury in that respect. So yes, just a fellow gardener. Does she have any flaws? She's a bit of a slowpoke, and she's quite trigger happy, so don't trust her with a sniper rifle. She's also an avid music lover. Thank you, W3Worder. Worder. Thank you, Worder. Thank you kindly. Yes, power hand drops, although I think the power claw has retractable actual claws, so maybe be careful not to activate those, otherwise Prying Panda could be could be stumpy before we know it. Ladito. Ladito is a 41 autistic man. Well, he's not really autistic, but he breaks down all the time, and he's really, really amazing at some menial tasks. He's very volatile. So he works in the crafting, in the workshop for the most part. Building components which we need to build the escape ship to get out. He is super unstable, so I had to give him a joywire chip in his brain in order to just make him chill the fuck out. Which has helped, to be honest. He's less, you know, super volatile than he used to be. Thank you, Dig3 and Legal. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, it's very kind. I'm good, Legal. I hope you're well. Thank you, both of you. So Ladito has also recently got into a relationship with Tiro, the medic. Uh-oh. So Tiro, the medic over here, these two are now shagging, and Tiro is the ex of Major over here. Major brain damage, the scared child who works in the kitchens. He's grown up now. He's now a full-fledged adult. Ladito, I would have someone taste test your food, frankly, rather than the chef whose ex you're now banging. But yes, well done indeed. Ladito also has a habit of bashing his head against his own bedroom wall, which I think Tiro must find adorable. Tiro, 24 years old, she is a medic, and as mentioned, in a relationship with Ladito now. She used to be in a relationship with Major brain damage, but they broke it off when Major popped the question and wanted to know if Tiro would marry him. She said no and ran from the relationship as fast as she could. She works in the med bays and is our primary doctor, quite frankly. She handles the patching up of people who are wounded. So that's Tiro. Prying Panda. Prying Panda is a drifter at the age of 44. He handles most of the construction and also quite a bit of mining. He is the husband of Kamikaze, and also he seems to be a piece of meat that all the girls seem to want to come along and take a bite out of. For some reason, every single woman in this colony has made a pass at Prying Panda. I don't know what that's about, but we had to take him to the mining camp just to get him away from, you know, whatever sort of... Sorry, we had to get his pheromones away from whatever the fuck they were doing to our colonists. Regardless, Kamikaze has put a ring on that shit now, so Prying Panda is now taken. But yes, I don't know what it is, but for some reason everyone wants a piece of Prying Panda. So he's a capable soldier who works building for the most part. Fellfire. She's a 33-year-old military commissar, former military commissar, a capable soldier and a reliable colonist when she's not breaking down in the middle of a battle, which was annoying. And she went berserk in the middle of a battle, which was a concern. So she also works the night shift alongside Easy Life. So the two of them they're asleep during the day, but they handle the overnight cleaning and hauling and stuff like that. But Fellfire, a very capable combatant that assists in the defense of the colony. Easy Life, so another night owl at 32. She's very optimistic, very friendly. Everyone likes Easy Life. Everyone's happy to know Easy Life. So yeah, she has the trait optimistic, which means that people like her a lot. See? She's also quite neurotic, but truth be told, she doesn't really show it. Of all my colonists, Easy Life doesn't break down too often. She's also a very good medic, which means she handles not just the cleaning, but also feeds patches up people at night when the daytime doctor, Tiro, is asleep, which is good of her. Hi there, little Miss Hixie. Yes, we'll get to that in a second. Crimson, he is 55. He is a tribal tender with some strange obsession with that bloody hat of his. He keeps wearing that cloth hat and refuses to take it off, even though the bullets are flying in battle, and that piece of cloth is not going to stop one of them. He wields a minigun and a suit of power armor. He's slow moving, but quite reliable, and works to either make beer in the brewery or make art, which is something I've had him do recently because, quite frankly, we don't really have enough hop. Well, we've got some hops, but yeah, we'll have him make art for the moment. He's happy, he likes it. He has a burning passion for making art, you see, so he gets a strong mood boost by making art. So that's Crimson, the tribal with the funny hat. Thank you, my name is Johning, and Nikki Foxfire and Billy Flair. Thank you, all of you, that's very kind, thank you. What's that, sorry? Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Nikki. Thank you kindly for the compliments. Glad you like the stuff. I shall endeavour to make more. Thank you, Dingo. Thank you very much, Dingo. Thank you. Most kind. Right, sorry, where was I? So that was Crimson. Bitterritter, she is a 32-year-old rocket engineer who has turned into our primary builder. She's very quick on her feet. Because why is she quick on her feet? I'm not sure, but she's fast. I guess it's because she's got the she's not burdened by armor. She's just wearing clothing, alpaca wool clothing. But she moves quickly, can tolerate low temperatures, and she's very good at building with a construction skill of 18. So she's responsible for a lot of the buildings here at the colony, and she generally stays safe and out of combat. Where's Sai? I don't know. I'm guessing he's at uni. Sai's a hard man to play with these days. So no, he just seems to play specific games, and it's hard to tempt him out of them. But yeah, I guess he's just busy with his uni stuff. Thank you, Lachlan and Grandpa. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, little Miss Hixie over here. She's 24 and she is cuckoo. This girl is crazy. This girl is genuinely insane. Little Miss Hixie is responsible for most of our construction stuff. She decided at one point it would be funny to buy an elephant from a trader. So for ages we had a giant elephant wandering around the colony, even though we live in the fucking Arctic. Predictably it died of hypothermia. Money well spent there, little Miss Hixie. Although we were eating elephant for quite a few weeks afterwards. Since that point, she's also decided to get drunk and go for a wander inside this room, which at the time was full of giant genetically engineered bugs that had invaded the colony. They were asleep at the time, but she decided to go in there to play chess. Zero fucks given by little Miss Hixie. She is since responsible. Well, she also once got into a fight with Jen, so she basically went berserk here, ran towards Jen because she was working on like tailoring something. She went berserk. She ran towards Jen. Jen just turned around, looked at her, raised an eyebrow, and then blew her leg off with a sniper rifle at like 2 meters. So that dealt with that one. Jen got the final word there. Yeah, she now has one leg, so she's hopping around the colony. She does have a bionic arm, but it turns out she actually hates bionic implants, and I'm actually given her a permanent mood debuff. She thinks I've turned her into an abomination, which was, whoops, sorry. But the bionic arm does in fact let her craft things faster, which she and Ladito, I really need them to work together to just make components to get the bloody ship going. These two are important to defend because they need to get the ship going so we can leave, effectively. Welcome, Oversighter. Welcome indeed. Hope you like the show. Bit different from the YouTube video, so. Right. What happened to the monkey? Indeed, sorry. And she also has a monkey. She bought a monkey again as a joke. But the monkey doesn't seem to like little Miss Hixie. The monkey actually likes Gino. I think the monkey is now bonded with Gino. Is that true? Hang on. Animals, monkey, Gino. Yeah. So it's following Gino around. So the 36-year-old who works in the hydroponics bay. So don't know what that's about. I guess the monkey can smell crazy. But yes, little Miss Hixie, she's mad. Right, Dragoner. She's one of the original 3 colonists and the only one surviving. Surviving is putting it generously. She's currently in a cryotube, frozen because she has the plague. The cryotube is the only thing keeping Dragoner alive, frankly. And unless we can find some really amazing meds, Dragoner's not going to make a return until we can leave the planet and, get her in the cryopod and get her to a safe world where, the plague can be dealt with. Thank you, Lobby Boy. Thank you very much, Lobby Boy. Thank you. Major brain damage. He is 23. He used to be a scared teenager who arrived here at the age of 16. He's now 23. As said, he used to be in a relationship with the medic Tiro, but after he popped the question, the relationship was broken off. He still tries to flirt with her, though. Yeah. What do you think? Hang on. What do you think of Ladito? Does he know Ladito? Doesn't really know him. Really? Doesn't know him at all? Huh. Okay. Thank you, 90s Kid UK. Thank you very much. Thank you. Little Miss 60's sad. What? Because you're mad. What's with the other 2 cryotubes? They're for emergencies. No one's in them right now, but just in case we had a medical emergency that we couldn't solve, it's better to put the person on ice until we could solve it. Like, say, for example, if we had no medicine and somebody was dying of an infection, we could put them in a cryotube to suspend their bodies, suspend all of their immune system along with the, the virus, so the infection. So these are in case of emergencies, and we put them out of the way so that, just safe and sound inside the thick walls of the colony. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you very much, Hugh. So that's what they're for, Komori. Right, nearly done, sorry. So that was Major, so the chef. He works in the kitchens for the most part and keeps out of the way. He really needs to make more food, but we don't actually have the raw resources for him right now. Oh yes, I'll talk about the survival meals in a minute. Mio, she's 25. Now, in the last stream, she took a bullet to the brain and suffered brain damage. Now, I've since made the decision over the weekend to put her on luciferium, which is a type of combat stim with fatal withdrawal symptoms. But to be honest, it was either that or she'd be permanently brain damaged and incapable. I've also decided to give her another bionic arm. A bionic arm. Well, what did I give her? Sorry. No, I replaced her bionic leg. So she's now on luciferium. It healed her brain injury very quickly, actually. So it turns out that, it wasn't as serious as Jen's, that's for sure. But it does mean that Mio is going through Jen's supply of luciferium. So we're down to 29 weeks, and we're going to have to purchase more if the 2 of them are going to survive. But Mio is a very capable melee combatant. She mostly keeps to herself, to be fair, and she's calmed down a great deal from what she used to be. But yes, Mio is basically half machine at this point. She works mining for the most part, so she's retrieving plasteel from the ground here, as you can see. Yes, so she is also one of our most capable soldiers. Now that she's dosed up on luciferium, she is effectively a super soldier. So yes, let's see if we can also replace her other body parts, so her missing eye and maybe her other leg, and then she'll be able to move and another power claw. That would be useful. And we can make her very, very dangerous indeed. Thank you, Mythic Striker. Thank you, Mythic. Right, Yellow, he is 64, he's an old man, he's very frail now. I try to keep him away from the front lines of combat as best I can. He's the widower of Ryoma. The 2 of them were in a long-term relationship that eventually led to a marriage, but she has since died, leaving him quite lonely. Yellow tries his best, but times are getting on now, and he is in a lot of pain, to the point that I necessitated me giving him a pain stopper, so at least he can't feel anything. But all the same, his body is starting to break down. So let's try and keep him behind the lines as best we can and try and keep him comfortable. Thank you, Poet. Thank you very much, Poet. In fact, for that reason, I don't know, he's got a shooting skill of 14. I can't really afford to stand him down and take him out of power armor. Okay. And finally, we have Jen. Jen is a badass. She is 30 years old. She used to be a tribal girl who worked the kitchen, who was the target of a lot of bullying from Mio, the miner over here, the cyborg miner, and also from Maximo, the cannibalistic doctor who wanted to eat her. She was picked on, she was beaten, she was even put in the infirmary at one point with a broken spine. She has since overcome Maximo. When Maximo fell in combat, she threw his body into the fire to burn the cannibal and remove the colony of his evil. And one time, Mio, in this kitchen, decided to start a fight with Jen, and Jen had had enough. And she turned around and with her bare hands, pulled off her leg. Ripped off Mio's leg. Her left leg. She just flat out ripped it off. Mio was left bleeding to death on the dining room floor. She then went off and entered a relationship with the actor, Bweep. And presumably, so she basically got hers. She grew in confidence. She took what she wanted. She stood up to those that bullied her, and is now a very capable, very capable soldier and defender of the colony. She is unfortunately dosed up on luciferium, though, which is a bit of a shame. She took a brain injury just like Mio, so I basically made the decision that even though the withdrawal symptoms for luciferium are fatal, whatever weeks she could spend with the man she loved would be worth it. because we don't know how long we're going to last on this Rimworld. So she is hooked, and if she ever stops taking it, she will die. Unfortunately, Bweep did actually pass away. He died in the defense of the mining colony. Yeah, so she's now a widow. But she's hanging in there. Jen is hanging in there. She's got a legendary sniper rifle, a very decent set of power armor. Jen's a badass. Right, welcome to Tundrafall, everybody. Here we go. So yes, I mentioned the mining camp. So we had about 4 of us positioned south of here at a mining installation that was just off the ice sheet in the true tundra. So this is the true tundra. The colony is a bit misnamed. However, I decided to evacuate it. Now don't worry, this looks worse than it actually is. The reason why I evacuated the colony was because we had a bug infestation here, which turned out to it grew out of control. And it wasn't that we couldn't deal with it. We could totally deal with it. It's just that I sort of decided that the mining colony had sort of served its purpose in that we had successfully extracted most of the steel. We'd opened up the secret vault over here. Thank you, Kavastro. Thank you very much. And Poet and Toast and Mythic and Hugh. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for subbing. Thank you. So yes, I decided that this place had actually gone through its purpose and it was time to bring our people home. So I evacuated. I managed to pull out most of the components in the colony along with all the valuables. Steel we left behind, but steel we can just replace. Thank you, Aegis and Hungry Zug. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. What happened since then was the bugs effectively took over. This place saw numerous raids, as you can see. The dead bugs are all over the place because the raiders decided to fight the bugs instead of us. And what's left is effectively a blood-soaked tomb. But if we choose to reoccupy the place, we can. The various raids have in fact dealt with the bugs. Look, even a siege attacked the place, which was stormed by bugs. Yeah, they were very, very tough. So, yeah, but as I said, I don't really think it's necessary to reoccupy the mining camp because there's nothing really here that we can't get at Tundrafall. You know. I mean, there's a bit of steel, but there's steel at Tundrafall. So, you know. Anyway, so... Also, in addition, you'll notice that this area here, just above the main... so this main walkway, I started building this area out of plasteel because we had it in abundance, but I'm going to replace that with proper bricks when I get them. We've put a lounge, so we've actually moved the lounge from here to here, and I'm going to do the same with the dining room and the kitchen and the freezer. The reason being is I want to try and get away from this because of the infestation chances. I want my people to be safe, and for this reason I think the heart of the colony should be quite literally at the heart, over here, you know, in the middle between A and B wing. We can make these prisoner rooms, we can make these storerooms, we can make these things that are sacrificial in the event of infestation. So let's at least keep my people safe. Okay. Thank you, Zombie Beef. Thank you very much, Zombie Beef. Thank you. Did any of the colonists get killed at the mining camp? No, we're okay. It was a safe evacuation. Very safe indeed. We managed to get everyone in the pods. We managed to pull out, and we escaped long before all that bad shit went down. Okay, so it's 4 in the afternoon, and it's the 6th of autumn. We have about 7 more days remaining of autumn, and then it'll become winter again. Temperatures are falling. Wait. One of our dogs... What's wrong with our dogs? Huh? Something's wrong with the dogs. They're drunk. Fuck! They're getting into the alcohol. God damn it. Fuck. Damn it, we need to sell that. You bastards! How are you getting in there? Dog hauler 2? I see. They're not in the right area. I put them there because, yeah, I've done goof. The dogs are drinking the booze. Fucking dog. Ah! We're supposed to be selling that. Thank you, 2Jix Network. Thank you very much, 2. Thank you. Fuckers. No, get out of it. They're drinking all my beer. Fuck! How many one bottle? They're gonna get liver damage. Hammered. It's completely hammered. Goblin the dog is completely hammered. Thank you, Carl Bluid. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you for doing that. Okay, right, major break risk. It's Yellow, the old man. He's smelting slag. He's feeling upset. Oh, he's got fibrous mechanite, so he's in pain. No, he's not feeling pain. He's got a pain stopper. He's not Calamity's master. He's got a pet that he's not the master of. Alright. There we go. That should make him happier. Thank you, Mind Warp. Thank you very much, Mind Warp. Extreme break for us, Yellow. Go get some food. Okay. Will I update the game to beta 19? Not at the moment, Redinigo. Every time I updated, I kept having save files corrupted, and then I lost the whole colony. I'm less interested in new features. I'm more interested in a colony that's not going to shit itself and go away. So, you know. Okay. Good. So Tiro the medic's doing a good job. She's turning the herbal medicine that we're growing into true medicine. Also, once this cotton hydroponics bay has been harvested, we'll turn it over to rice. Okay, so it's 7 in the evening, so the hydroponics lights are going off. So hang on, what's Little Miss 60? She's working on advanced components. Good. What's Tiro doing? Ladito even? Good, he's also working on advanced components. So advanced components will take regular components and gold and uranium, and we need about 15 of them to build the sensor cluster on the side of the ship. So I need 2 more engines, this sensor cluster, and then it's just cryopods from that point onwards. And then we will have a viable escape vessel to leave this world, to leave this wretched world and go home. Thank you, Weggy. Thank you very much, Weggy. Thank you. Okay, so my machines are breaking down. It's the hydroponics bay. Can we harvest that quickly before it goes? Quickly. Prioritize the harvesting of these before we lose them. Night Fury, come on. I can only designate the rough area. Hi there, Morgie. Welcome, Morgie. Cool. So we're just cutting some cotton. Yeah, it's like cotton plants to make cloth, which I'm also then making into carpets, which I can put down instead of stone tiles, which obviously, well, cost tiles that we don't have. Survival meals, yes indeed. So basically we had a large number of muffalo in the fridge just before the weekend. I made the call to turn as many of them as possible into survival meals for long-term storage in the case of an emergency. But also it will let us travel to the various different treasure locations and also mineral resources which we might need soon, because obviously we're running out of uranium and gold in order to keep building the ship. So I decided to rather than let people just scoff them as regular simple meals, to turn the meat and the veg into survival meals that won't spoil. How did I let the dogs into the alcohol? I misclicked on their zone allowances. Okay. We also have a large number of corpses. Good, the dogs can eat those. It's pretty grim, but if the food situation is dire, then I'd rather that than, well, you know, them starve or eat human food. And also, I've put a cooling vent here to keep this room frozen even during the slightly warmer summers, and it's venting the heat into this room where I'm trying to grow some pine trees for the wood. The wood we can use for flooring, we can use for furniture, which might be a good idea for the prisoner room, because then it will be flammable furniture, which we can set on fire if ever there's an infestation. Precious minerals have been detected. My long-range mineral scanner has found a lump of precious resources nearby. We don't know who or what, if anything, might be guarding it. So over here to the northwest, it's... hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. So it's about 12 tiles away. Okay, so it's a bit of a trek. Who owns the polar bear? I believe it's Yellow's. It will follow Yellow into battle. It is loyal to Yellow. Also, I need to decide what to do with these rooms fully once I've moved the kitchens and the dining rooms. So what's the time? So it's currently 11 in the evening, so Tundrafall's going to bed. So I keep corpses in a safer location than the colonists. Don't know about safer, but certainly cooler. Okay. Set of normal power armor there. But it's coated in blood and guts from the person that died wearing it. What's that sound? Someone's building something. It's Felfire. So Felfire, the military commissar, is now awake. So Felfire and Easy Life will handle the night shift. Easy Life, the optimistic young lady, is cleaning. She'll perform janitorial duties. Felfire will be building. The two of them will work hard in the defense of the colony. Why have I curved the wall in the new place? Huh? Curved the wall. Curved the wall. What, here? I had to follow the contours of the water. As you can see, we can't build over the water. I've drained quite a lot of the water to make some gravel, which is nice. Also, I need to warm this room. Okay. Good. Felfire is now working on what will be the freezer, and then I'll do the same deal here. So a cooler, which will keep this area cool and vent the excess heat into this room, which is going to be for potato growing. Let's move one of these two heaters. We'll move it over here. Okay. How will I rank the game, self-promotion? This is one of the best games on Steam. This is probably one of the top 10, well, if not in the top 3 of the greatest games currently on Steam. So this is something that everyone should absolutely have in their Steam library. It's brilliant. Rimworld is brilliant. Okay. What happened to the mining colony? We evacuated it because we had a bug infestation. But even though we could have fought it, I decided to make the call to evacuate because there wasn't really a great reason to stay. We'd taken what we needed. Sponsored, mate, Tichani? On the contrary, it is completely impossible to sponsor me. Utterly impossible. Thank you, Salasil. Salasil? Thank you, Salasil. And Kraven. Thank you, Kraven. Okay. What's Easy Life doing? She's just cleaning. Yeah. So the colony's on its skeletal. Why is it impossible? Because it absolutely disgusts me. I'm not going to get into it right now, but I consider it corruption. I consider it bribery. And I fucking hate it. I hated it back when game review sites were caught doing it years ago with Kane and Lynch. I've hated it for years before I became a YouTuber. I will not walk that road. Fuck that shit. A company could offer me £10 million and I would tell them to fuck off. Very publicly on YouTube. There is no price on a man's integrity. Gino is eating raw rice. I'm sorry. Can you drag that over to the kitchen? Wait, why is she dragging it there? Oh damn. Oh no. I haven't properly configured these. Thank you, Needs. Although I would caveat and say it's not me fishing for respect. It's stubbornness, and my mother would be very pissed off if she heard me say that. As in, if she heard me say what I just said about the not accepting money for stuff. But seriously, it just makes me so unreasonably angry. Like I just like the red mist just descends the moment I hear that someone's accepted money to, you know, shill something to their audience. I can't help it. I can't help it. It just makes me so angry. If anything, you know, maybe I should be more reasonable, but it just makes me so fucking furious. Yeah. Anyway. So my mother would instantly sell me out on YouTube. Oh god, yeah. No, sorry. My mother sometimes listens, and I apologise if you're listening, Mum. But she has a very different outlook on life to me. She sees this, and I remember these conversations. We had many of them when she first started to grasp what the YouTube thing meant, really. And I was trying to explain, you know, how it works and all that. She immediately took this perspective of, how can you milk this? You know, how can you get as much money out of this as possible? And I sort of got annoyed with her in some respect. I understand where she's coming from, but she's from a very different generation. Yeah, it just... I don't see eye to eye with my mother in that regard. Anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay, sorry, what was I talking about? Right, so the colony's waking up now, so it's about 6 in the morning, so everyone's getting up to get breakfast. Unfortunately, it's a delicious meal that consists of liquefied potatoes and husky meat. Just eat it, Jen, and don't think about it. Thank you, Cammy. Thank you very much, Cammy. Thank you. Wait, hang on. Oh, is that Cammy K's? Wait. Cammy K's? That's not Kamikats, is it? I haven't misspelt it. Cammy, you're not Kamikats, are you? Thank you, Kamikaze. Oh, shit! Fire! Jen's on fire! Whoa! Christ on toast! Okay, hang on a sec. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Chem fuel! Okay, hang on, so this is going to be interesting. So, a short circuit event in the hydroponics bay has set fire to a large number of the crops. I've just paused it. Jen is burning. Now, the chem fuel is about to detonate, but then there's a fire foam popper. Which one is going to blow up first? Either this whole area next to a boomalope. Oh, God. Oh, fuck me. That could have been bad. I'm sorry. That chem fuel could have blown up, killed the boomalope, which would also have blown up, and might have destroyed the fire foam popper. We're okay. So the whole room is covered in flame retardant foam. That was lucky. Let's replace that fire foam popper. That was lucky indeed. Okay, so Gino took a burn. Yeah, Gino's got burns all over her right side. Jen, yeah, so they were both standing with their right sides to it. They've got light burns, but all the same, let's get those checked out. Yeah, you two get in the med bay. Tiro, quickly. No time for a walk. They're in pain. Get to the infirmary and patch them up. Okay, so the room is covered in flame retardant foam, so it's quite disgusting, but at least we got rid of it. Did we lose a boomalope? No, it was just the chem fuel that we retrieved from the boomalope. So the boomalopes are like they're like cattle that will that we can milk for chem fuel, which we use to fuel the drop pods and also the backup chem fuel generators if we need them. We're okay. That could have been a lot worse, to be fair. So that is an event that happens. It's quite rare, but if you have lots of exposed cabling, particularly in the rain, it can be more frequent. We do have a lot of ours threaded through the walls, though, but if anything, I need to improve the power infrastructure when there's time. Okay. So, hang on. So, Jen is already on her feet. Her burns have been patched up with some ointment, and she's also on luciferium, which means her blood circulation is significantly improved, so she will heal much faster. Yeah. So, some light burns. You're okay. Tiro's patched you up. They're straight back into the hydroponics bay. Putting on a brave face. Well done, ladies. Well done. Thank you, Martham and Samurai. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Now, can we... I'd like to, if possible... So, what's Bitterritter? Bitterritter is off to visit one of the graves in the mausoleum. Let's have Bitterritter focus on this area, so this being the freezer, so we can get all this infrastructure moved over here. So, this was going to be the dining room. I didn't think that through because, hang on, this has got to be built here. So this is the nutrient paste dispenser. So if I put that there. Wait, sorry, I need to take down the wall first. So yes, we can have, yeah, this will just be the new freezer, effectively. And we'll move the dining room and everything all here. And then people from A-Wing and B-Wing can come and get their lunch and stuff with breakfast over here. Jen is a survivor, indeed. Jen is definitely a survivor. Thank you, Cerberus. Thank you very much, Cerberus. Thank you. Oh, good. So most of the cotton has now been harvested. So let's switch over this hydroponics bay to rice, which is super fast growing. Not very palatable, but we just need to focus on getting enough food to, you know, make it. Yellow's still quite, he's joy deprived. Yeah, go get some food and chill, man. Thank you, Cerberus. Thank you. Is that green carpet? It is, yes. I just put some green carpet in the lounge with some silver tiles in the kitchen and some nice beige carpet in the rec room. Why is the kitchen area being moved? It's being moved because if you look here, can you see this dark grey area? This is a mountain. So this is basically the remnants of what was a rock face. Can you see here? And the problem is there's a small chance of getting a bug infestation. These are sort of genetically engineered giant ant type things that will dig their way into the colony if that section is under a cliff. So we've had quite a few infestations now, and though we've defeated them okay, it's easier if you just burn them. If you just have the ability to throw fire in the room and seal it, job done. Now I haven't been able to do that previously because we would lose the food or the expensive and delicate, say, billiards table or television in the rec room. So by moving it over here, we'll at least have more control over being able to use fire. Bitterritter is repairing some of the damage done to the hydroponics bay. I thought I asked you to work over here, Bitterritter. Could you please get this sorted? And that one too. Prying Panda. He's awake fixing one of the solar panels. So Prying Panda the Drifter, could you work on the auto doors between the kitchen and the cooler? Thank you, Freddy Bob and Aurox. Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you. How many escape pods am I going to build? As many as we need, Luag TV. As many as we need. So we have 4 advanced components being made by Ledito and Little Miss Hixie. We're going to need more. We're going to need another 15 if we're going to build the sensor cluster for the ship. Thank you, Orivo. Thank you very much, Orivo. Right, one of our deep drills has been... Yeah, okay, can I just pop on that power unit? On this, sorry, pop on the ground penetrating radar. Right, so this power-hungry machine is going to scan the floor. Right, so we've got additional plasteel here and here. So let's destroy this deep drill, which now has nothing beneath it. Thank you, Mio. You can turn that off now before, so it doesn't waste power. The battery reserves are refilling after that short circuit event, which drained them. Okay, and then... Sorry, I had something else on my mind. So what else was I doing? Oh, yes, of course. You'll notice here that I'm actually stripping away most of the outer wall here to replace it with a single layer of plasteel. This is because plasteel is quite abundant. I do have a large amount of it. And it turns out that the stat value for plasteel is actually very high in its health. 980 health units versus 455. So effectively, we can put two layers and it will be the strength of 3 if we use plasteel. So I'm sort of doing a thin layer of very tough plasteel around the edge of the base to seal in both the heat and keep the attackers out. Indeed, plasteel is quite extravagant, but again, we have so much of it. Look, we've got 1,405 plasteel and nothing to build with it because all the turrets are operational. So, you know, let's put, rather than it just sit there. Do I need plasteel for the ship? We do, but not that much of it. I mean, not all of that. And again, if we need it, we can just take it off the walls. It's not as if it's going anywhere. We can just strip it from the walls as and when we need it. So let's get it out of the storeroom and get it actually built in, you know, around the edge of the base. Build more turrets, make turret walls. The turrets are fine. I don't think we need any additional turrets. We've got all of them doing exactly what they need to do. Don't I think there'll be some major weak spots for my base raids? There are weak spots, indeed. I'm trying to patch them up. So this needs to be double. In fact, we can start that now. So structures, plasteel. Let's get this properly sealed. And also replace the bunkers. Yeah, replace the outer bunker with plasteel. Thank you, Dark Plagueman and Wild Beast. Thank you, both of you. That's very kind. Very generous of you. Thank you. What's Crimson doing? He's making his sculptures. You carry on, sir. What's Jen doing? She's cleaning up the fire foam mess. Okay. It's not about needing them, it's about having them. That's true, Cammy. That's true. But then again, I need components. And we don't have many of those. Don't replace the bunker walls, plasteel burns. It's fine. Seriously, it's fine. Right. I mean, if it burns, fine, but fire foam poppers will cover the bunkers anyway. Thank you, Dark Plague Man. Thank you. Most kind. I shall endeavour to provide more content as soon as possible. So for those just joining the stream who weren't at the beginning, the Too Long Didn't Read version is that the latest YouTube video is finished, but it's really for subscriber and patron eyes only for the moment. That's not a permanent thing. It's just because it's a draft that's not quite ready, because it's a video essay, and frankly, I'm not very confident that it's good. So I want to sort of, it's a limited release to my backers so they can go, yeah, or nah. And then I can go, okay, and then make adjustments. It will go live on YouTube eventually, but it's not ready. It's not ready at all. But the latest bullshittery begins, like, now. Like, after this stream. Yes, Trek, subs get it as well. If you haven't received it, feel free to just stick around before the end of the stream, and I'll be over in the subscriber. In fact, I mean, if there are any mods and they're sitting in the subscriber-only chat room, and there are subscribers there who don't have the link, mods, you're welcome to give them the link. It's, you know... It should be in your email, though. If you set the notifications to receive Twitch stuff, you should be getting all the Patreon emails. because I consider you all to be crowdfunders, same as Patreon. What happened to the mining camp, Sicrion Nix? I evacuated it because of a bug infestation. Extreme break risk, yellow. Okay, I'm going to take yellow off the work roster for a moment. So just anything. Thank you, Rebor. Thank you very much, Rebor. Where's yellow? Yeah, yellow. Can you just chill, man? In fact, take them off the work roster and just do joy activities during the day. Just go chill out. Thank you, Eleric 098 and Malfurion Pre and Kling Han. Thank you very much. Thank you. Build Plasteel auto doors for 100%. Oh, really? Are the Plasteel auto doors faster opening? Is that a thing? I suppose I can test it, can't I? What's Bitterritter doing? She's working on a cooler. Yes, I told her to work on the cooler. What's Prying Panda doing? Working on those 2 auto doors. Okay. Well, it's up to you, Ash. You know, feel free to have a look, and you know, if anything, I need your feedback because you're helping me. I'm less interested when it comes to video essays. I'm less interested in your agreement. You know, I don't want blind agreement. I would like discussion, but I'm more interested in whether or not my points have been made eloquently enough. Because my first batch of video essays were rubbish. They weren't very good. And people came back and said, yeah, you're muddling your points. I'm like, yeah, I muddled my points. So I went back and, you know, I made them clearer. Oh, really, Cammy? Okay. Well, it's difficult because, you know, you can't watch 2 chat rooms at the same time. Mm. 3 million video? Yes, I was hoping to finish that, Hashi, but it required... Sorry, there was a bit that I needed from Cyanide, and he's just been so busy. Yeah, so that kind of fizzled. Okay. We've cleaned up some of the fire foam, but not all of it. Right, so it's 8 in the evening on the 7th day of autumn. There are 15 days per season, so winter is coming. Thank you, Sorkum. Thank you very much. Right, okay. And so Yellow's sleeping, so he's not going to break when he's sleeping. So a couple more hours, and then a few more seconds, and the colonists will go to bed. I'm sorry, Night Fury, what are you wearing? A pink cloth t-shirt. Where did you get that? Must have been one of the raiders. We didn't make it. Yeah. Thank you, Ali. Thank you very much, Ali. He quit YouTube, says Dark Ages. Yes, I've decided to quit YouTube to become a sofa salesman. Following my dream. Helpful polar bear carrying components. What the hell? Oh, this music's got a voice on it. So it freaked me out for a minute there. I was like, okay. Major brain damage is visiting the grave of Space Mangoes. Space Mangoes was a lazy Luddite tribal who was staying in B-Wing. B-Wing was just a set of small buildings clustered around that geothermal vent at the time. And this walkway wasn't present, so it was just thick snow. You had to walk out in the snow in the freezing cold in order to get to the kitchen in order to have breakfast. One morning at about 2 a.m., a herd of murderous megasloths decided to enter the Arctic plain where we are, and the 3 people sleeping here had to run through the snow, which gives you a major walk penalty of 52% because it's thick snow. 2 of them ran first and made it. Space Mangoes, who had the debuff lazy, his character trait lazy, was too slow, and he got to about here before the megasloths reached him and sliced him in the back of the leg with their talons, downing him. His death was horrific because he bled to death in the snow and could do nothing but scream. There was nothing we could do. We couldn't go out, we couldn't open the doors, we couldn't try and shoot the megasloths because they were basically giant tanks. He got up again. He crawled a few feet before the megasloths attacked him once more, and he spent like days just bleeding to death in the snow. It was horrible. We retrieved his body and buried it. Okay, right, so it's midnight. Who's awake? Prying Panda's still awake because I told him to work on the auto doors. Go to bed, Prying Panda. Same with Bitterritter. Yeah, Bitterritter's finished her tasks. Good. So yeah, the cooler is operational. So let's turn down the temperature. It's about -5. There we go. Cool. The Psychic Soothe is ending, so people are gonna, yeah, they're gonna lose the buff that they had. What's all this deconstruction in A-Wing? I'm trying to move some of our core elements away from the bug infestation risk, Captain Tinko, because that area is underneath a cliff, which is going to cause problems if we get bugs. These will be non-essential. Prisoner rooms, storerooms, something that we can set on fire in an emergency. So, you know. Oh no, it's fine. It was just away from the, yeah, so that pine tree was away from the sun lamp. So I might as well just get rid of the growing zone there. Hang on. So that bit can't quite reach the sun lamp. Pine trees are 57% grown. Good, good. Yeah, where do they get the roofing? If you think that's strange, Iggy, I wonder where the jerry cans are coming from. Every time you milk a boomalope, it comes in a jerry can. Do they produce jerry cans from their udders? Oh yeah? Drizzer? Huh? Cool. Okay, little Miss Hixie is stoned and feeling upset, so she's walking around at 3 in the morning. Thank you, Twiximus. Thank you kindly, Twiximus. Much appreciated, thank you. Fellfire is still awake? Oh, of course, sorry, Fellfire's a night owl. Fellfire, yes, has taken over the work on the auto doors. -32 in the freezer. Yoicks. We need to get heating in these rooms. Okay. Let's put a vent between the kitchen and the what will be the dining room, and we'll build a heater in the dining room. Thank you, D-Chain. Thank you very much, D-Chain. Okay, I think the kit. So this is almost ready. Let's just get the a nutrient paste dispenser over here. How many tiles is it? 3 tiles. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll just poke these holes in the plasteel wall, put a nutrient paste dispenser here, and then we can move the dining room fully over here. How many tables do you reckon we can fit? Oh, probably fit a couple of them, couldn't we? Yeah. Yeah. So make a full dining room so people can sit and eat. And we'll put the same thing. So yeah, shelves where people can. What's it? Put a few shelves that people can retrieve the meals from. Okay. You know this has been mentioned already, but have I considered giving oxygen not included a shot? It keeps getting mentioned, but forgive me, I'm kind of waiting for my clan mates to tell me that it's worthwhile. As in, it's very easy for a public chat room for people to say, play this game, play that game, but that bears no measure on its quality. Whereas if my clan mates turn around and say that something is good fun, then my clan mates, who generally speaking want, you know, the best for each other, it probably is good, and they probably want you to play it. Thank you, Jeffy CC. Thank you, Jeffy. So, you know, I kind of consider ZF a bit of a... You know, for example, Stealth told me about a couple of good games, and I looked into them, and yeah, they look really good. Because, you know, Stealth is probably not going to bullshit me when it comes to spending money. Did I remove the moisture pumps? I did, Sauce Pylon, so they did their job. So this water here, I don't... No, I might be able to drain that. Yes, well, I decided to... yeah, this is enough, really. I need to get this room heated, though, so we need to move a heater. Okay. Okay, so the colony's waking up. It's 7 in the morning. So as you can see, everyone in B-Wing is going to have to go all the way to A-Wing just to get breakfast. We've got a bit more rice now, so let's re-allow the make simple meal task. So Major, where's Major? So Mio the miner's waking up. Here's Major. So they're getting some nutrient paste made out of husky potatoes and rice, which has been liquefied and cooked to oblivion so that it so it can't give you food poisoning. Cool. Major's off to make some simple meals out of rice. Oh, shit. Mio has started shaking uncontrollably. Her body needs more luciferium. Quickly. Run to get your dose. Now I've sealed it off to keep it safe from Aussie Exile the sex slave because she's a junkie. So she might go on a luciferium bender. It seems that Jem will also need her dose soon, but I want to wait for the last possible moment. Okay. You played the game, says Acid, and it's not worth it in your opinion. It feels unfinished. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. A meteorite has been detected. Oh, it's over at the mining camp. It's made out of granite. Yeah. Yeah, I need to abandon Muffalo. Taking over the base. Yeah, I don't think we'll be going back to the mining camp. Where's my phone? Oh, fuck. Hang on. I'm supposed to plug in my phone. It's out of charge. Right. Hang on. Here we go. Hang on, just plugged in the phone. Also, 1 second. What's the dog doing? Hang on a second. What's she doing? There she is. She exhausted herself this morning chasing lots of small rodents with furry tails that climb trees, the name of which I won't mention because she knows what it means. Hello, have you exhausted yourself? Yes, you've exhausted yourself. She was running around for like 20 full minutes from tree to tree because they're coming down to collect conkers, and she just went totally batshit. Did you go batshit? Yes, you did. You went batshit because you're a dumbass. Yes, you are. And also on the weekend, she went to see my mother, where she received lots of food that I can't say the word. Lots of cheese that she received. No, she didn't react. And yeah, she had sausages and she had ham. Lots of stuff she shouldn't be eating. And then she got lots of cuddles. And when she got back, she just was like on the sofa. She's a very pampered dog. This one, very, very pampered. She's a spoilt little mutt, spoilt little pure breed that's living life on a cushion. I tell you. Yeah. You spoilt, honey? Yes, you are. And at 4 a.m, I wake up because she decides to wake up and go for a wee. So she goes over to her puppy pad and she has a wee. And then she comes back and the first thing she does is start licking my face. And I'm like, every night. Thank you, Sponge. Thank you very much, Sponge. Thank you. Right. Yeah, she's fine. She's just dreaming. Oh, hang on. Where's the music? Yes, I think I own a cat. Yeah. Okay. Her little Miss Hixie is exhausted. Indeed, she's just finished her... yeah, she's going to fall over. She's just finished her mental break. She's going to pass out before she gets to the kitchen. Good, so Major is now making some cooked rice. Why does the mining camp look like a 90s Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Yes, multiple raids decided to take on the bugs. They killed them all in the end, and the survivors fled. But, it was a brutal battle, very Starship Troopers. Look, headless human, gutted tribals. This whole area here. They threw a grenade here to blast open the door, and then they flooded in. All of a sudden, the bugs flooded in too, and it was a brutal melee. Over here, there was a raid, and they started shelling the base, and then the bugs ran to them, slaughtered them. You're always taken aback at how ghostly white my arms are. I'm a white man. I am a white man. Right. You missed some action. Well, it wasn't on stream, Scott. That was on the weekend. Honestly, it wasn't much, you know, I just safely evacuated the colony. Okay, hang on. So the hydroponics bays are actually producing food now, but it's not worth it if we can't get it over to the kitchens. Thank you, Dancing on Ashes. Thank you very much, Dancing. Okay, hang on. So where's Bitterita? She's awake. Can you please go and deconstruct that and get this nutrient paste dispenser built? Thank you, RVK Sword. Thank you very much, RVK. Much appreciated. Thank you for doing that. Okay. Go and deconstruct that. Okay. Thank you, Sword. Thank you, man. And Dancing on Ashes. Thank you, Dancing on Ashes. Do I know how to stop being so white? Move my PC next to the window and let the sun shine in while I'm working. But then I can't see the damn screen. Let me 60, go to bed. Okay. Deconstruct these hoppers. The Luciferium. We're okay. Jen doesn't need it just yet. Okay. Cool. She's working on the... Yeah, she's working on that dispenser. Okay, so production hopper. Thank you, Mr. Knack. Thank you very much, Mr. Knack. Thank you for doing that. Okay, Prying Panda, could you work on those hoppers there? Right, and let's get the table moved now. Put one table there. Move the light out of the way. Yeah, so let's move the... Just get the dining room moved now. Okay. And disable that cooler. Yeah, so I'm just sort of reworking this kitchen area to get it more centralized and get it away from the bugs. Okay, yellow is a major break risk. He's still feeling sick with the mechanites. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I've got about another half hour on the stream, and then I probably should go. Cool. Work as quickly as you can. And can I have some people in the rec room assist with moving the furniture? Jen, you move the table. Night Fury, you move that chair. Ozzy, you move that chair. Gino, you move the other two. Go, go, go. Work together. Move the art over there as well. Thank you, Vespian. Thank you very much, Vespian. Much appreciated. Thank you. Where's Bitterita? She's getting the steel to work on the nutrient paste dispenser. Thank you, Command CMDW16554. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi, Bavin. ZF Bavin is in the chat, everybody. Feel free to say hi. Okay. Very good, Prying Panda. Right. Good, good. What's Prying Panda doing? Prying Panda, can you work on that auto door and replace it with the plasteel one to see if it really does make a difference? And remove these two bits here, because this is no longer the front door, so it doesn't need... Well, doesn't need these two at least. It used to be double-walled. Same with this, really. Okay. So it's 3 in the afternoon, so the colonists are just working together as best they can. We've got enough meals to keep going for the moment. Thank you, Witted Cricket. Thank you, Witted. Much appreciated. Okay. Plasteel. There we go. Make a plasteel auto door, Prying Panda. I'll leave it in your hands. Bitterita, the rocket scientist, has retrieved some steel for the dispenser. Ozzy, could you please move that work of art? Tiro is making medicine. You go, girl. I'll leave you alone. Jen, what are you doing? She's off to sow some crops. Jen, could you move that piece of art? And then also work on that light. And who else is available for work? I'm not Ginger, Truchlow. I'm very far from Ginger. Very, very... Hang on a minute. Fuckers. Fuck you. Fucking... Hang on. Without trying to get my... How close can I get to the camera without... Hang on. Right. Very, very far... No, you can't see that. Can you see that? Very far from Ginger. Okay? Very far from Ginger. Ah. There we go. Not Ginger. And no, that's not just some random, like, lock of hair that I've stolen from somebody that sits on my desk, honest. Not like a trophy. In fact, that could be quite creepy, come to think of it. Right. White hair? Of course, I'm old. There's some grey in there. Right. It's not my pubic hair either. Just swing it in front of the camera. Oh yeah. Thank you, V Dong. Thank you. Oh wait, I left the camera on. Whoopsie. There we go. Not Ginger. Mr. Batty is fucking up my brand. Right, so Prime Pan is busy doing that. Okay. Yep, so Bitterroot is still working on the nutrient paste dispenser. Right, okay, good. Can these be moved or do I have to rebuild them? I guess I have to rebuild them. Alright, so we'll build an electric stove here and here. Bad temperature, indeed, so we need to get this heater built. Is anybody working on that right now? I don't think so. So at least we've got the this geothermal assisting by keeping all three of these areas heated. Opinions for Let It Die? I have no idea what that is. What's that there? Party spot. Get rid of that. Okay, and we'll move the orbital trade beacon into this freezer over here. In case we need to, well, trade. Right. So it's 7 in the evening, so the hydroponics are, well, they're going offline. Already are. How we do it? Yeah, we've got lots of rice over here. Yeah, so it needs to get transported over. They are. Carry on. Okay, what's Tiro doing? Still making medicine. Tiro, can you haul some of this rice away? Night Fury's praying. Okay. Yeah, cool. Good. My haulers are working together. We're okay for the moment. Randy is holding off on the attacks, so we're good. We are good indeed. Okay. Sorry, did I miss the sub? Where's the subs? Oh, Vdong and Magnus. Thank you. Magnus did nothing wrong. I agree. Oh, wow, 1 year. Thank you, Magnus. That's very kind. And Pickle Tiger. Thank you, Pickle Tiger. Thank you, guys. But thank you, Magnus. That's very generous of you. A whole year. Very generous indeed. Cool. Do I need to move another light? No, that one can stay in there. Move that light there. No, just build a new one. Okay. Build some limestone stools. Good. Prime Panda's working on the plasteel auto door. What's the latest on the colony, Metoshi? So I've moved all of the people from the mining camp back here because the mining camp had served its purpose, and also we had a bug infestation that was going to cause complications if we stayed. And we're now settling in for what will soon be the winter at Tundrafall, expanding a middle area, moving my rec room and my kitchen away from the bug infestations, and also generally improving it and making a very nice rec room. What's Jen doing? Oh, she's playing horseshoes. I see. Don't hit the television. Okay. Jesus, Bitterritter, how long is it? Bitterritter's going to bed. Why? Do we not have the components? Uh-oh. Okay. Are we out of components? Stand by. We are out of components. So... No, we have 11 of them. Where are they then? Apparently we have 11 components and I don't know where. Okay, in addition, we seem to have a lot of drugs that we can sell. Let's get little Miss Hixie on the horn to a nearby allied settlement and see if we can get a caravan, a bulk goods trader caravan sent up here so we can sell some shit. Cool. Felfire's almost done. So let's have a look and see if the auto door speed is any greater. So health on it is 700 versus... Oh, wow, that's pretty good. It's a high health auto door. We should certainly get those on the exterior defenses. So does it show opening speed maybe? Door opening speed 100%. Oh wow, holy shit, it is faster. 45% on the slate one. Ah, here we go. So this is the communicate... So Colony Goodwill 42 with the Republican Treaty of Hattinor. I would like a trade caravan for 700 silver if possible, please. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you kindly. Okay, let's order a bulk goods trader, please. Okay, it will arrive in a few days. Hi there, Benched. Thank you very much. Thank you for the... Glad you like it. Glad indeed. Feel free to leave any feedback in the comments. I can't respond to all of it, Benched, but I do read all of it, I promise. Thank you, King Julian. Thank you very much, King. Thank you. Okay. Ah, there we go. So Felfire's working on the nutrient dispenser. Yeah, we need to get that sealed if we're going to keep that cooler, well, frozen. Some Thrumbos have entered the area. Basically, mythical unicorn rhino things that are quite long-lived. I'm probably just going to leave them alone. Taking them on can be very, very dangerous. Major Breakrest, Tiro the medic. She's tired. It's midnight and she's been hauling all night. Well, all evening. Let her go to bed. Okay, so the colony winds down for the 9th evening of autumn. Tame them. Yellow could try. Let's see where they go. If they're too far from the colony. Indeed, I will disallow access to the dogs when we switch it over. Yes, indeed. That will be the plan. There are many other elements we need to move. Install a battery over here into the kitchen itself. Install these armchairs. Thank you, Magbutus. Thank you kindly, Magbutus. Thank you. Oh, fuck. Sorry, is that made of steel? It's a steel table. Yeah. Furniture, steel... No, production, butcher's table. Make it out of steel. We don't have the wood. Wait, it still requires wood? Bugger. Where are we going to get the wood from? Well, I suppose we need to got that. Steel butcher's table? Golden butcher's table, Jesus. Oh, requires wood no matter what. Shit. Uh-oh. Jen, okay, Jen is going through tremors. She needs Luciferium. Go get some quickly. When are we going to play armor again? Don't know, Manji. Don't know indeed. The trouble with armor is that you can't just sort of do it at the drop of a hat. You've got to kind of organize it a few weeks in advance. Well, you know, at least a few days in advance. You've got to set a time and a date, and you've got to decide who's going to be the Zeus and which server, and, you know. We decided, we did some anti-Stasi a few months ago. But, yeah, it would require quite a few people coming together and making decisions. I know that the fuck-nose guys do their sessions, but they don't really tell me, or rather, the ZF guys don't really tell me, or anyone who joins in doesn't really tell me when they're doing them anymore, so I want to play with the ZF guys, really, not the FK guys. No shade, it's just, you know, I want to play with my friends. Okay. Right, so everyone's gone to bed, apart from Easy Life and Felfire, who work the night shift. Felfire is moving to build a fire foam popper. Good, there we go. So the room is now sealed. We just need to get a heater in there. Felfire, could you actually prioritise that instead of the fire foam popper?
Any ideas when the next bullshittery will be, Jay Mathers? So the editing will start soon. So not necessarily today, but it will start soon. And from that point onwards, it's probably like 3 to 4 weeks. Just, you know, it's just how long they take. We're still quite low on food. We've gone through all that rice, making simple meals. Oh no, wait, there's still some to haul in. Okay. I didn't know that these auto doors are much faster than the other ones. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not going. So he stops for a moment and waits for the slate auto door. Didn't stop there because the steel one. Oh, steel is also 100% speed. I see. So I shouldn't build slate auto doors. Just go with steel ones. Yeah, he didn't even get interrupted. Look, he stops. He waits. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, plasteel and steel auto doors seems to be the... I did not know this. Okay, so our main atriums need to have these decent auto doors for the sake of speed. Hi there, Tate Mars. Heyo. Welcome, sir. Yeah, I'm good. Good indeed. Okay, Jen went to bed now that she's got Luciferium. Okay. Felfire has replaced the fire foam popper that saved the hydroponics bay last time. Good, good. Thank you, silly youngin. Thank you. Glad you like it. Glad you like it indeed. Cool, the heater has been built, but I don't think it's enough to keep this room properly warm. We might need 2 of them. Same story for this room. We should probably double wall the outer kitchen wall at least. Yeah. What sort of raw resources do we have? We have some sandstone actually, quite a bit of sandstone. Let's do some of that. Double wall it to keep the warmth in. Same there. Oh really, Platter? Sorry to hear it, dude. At the end of the stream, so in about 15 minutes, I'll pop into the subscriber only channel and we can deal with it. I can give you the update. Sorry about that, dude. Twitch is fucked, isn't it? Ah, Felfire's working on putting down some tiles. Yeah, cover up the snow. Okay, so we don't need these coolers operational anymore. Well, we need to get the other kitchen properly going first, really. Let's put in stockpile room here. Thank you, Mr. Knight. Thank you kindly, Mr. Knight. Thank you. Right, so this... Copy the settings for that. Put it there. Cancel that. Right. Do we have enough food to make the transition? Probably not. Well, we got nutrient paste going. Thank you, Dan G. Bernal and Darkling Carpet. Thank you, both of you. Thank you, guys. Right, let's deconstruct these. And move these. Okay, so Bitterritter. Could you work on these two? Deconstruct all of these. Okay. Kamikaze, can you just haul the furniture over? Very good. Jen, haul these armchairs over. Yeah, to get the kitchen and the rec room fully moved. Prying Panda, could you deconstruct this part of the wall for the tiles? And that, please. And then we'll deconstruct these coolers as well that we no longer needed. Okay. Yep, there we go. Get our infrastructure over here. Anyone free? Felfire's going to bed. Okay, once Bitterritter is done with that task, let's have her focus on the actual stoves. Why are there armchairs in front of the stoves? So they can sit on and get a bit of comfort bonus when they work. Am I going to play any horror games in future like Alien Isolation? There's no real plan, Ariel. The trouble is, those types of games require quite a lot of hard drive space to record the footage if I'm going to do it properly, which I don't really have at the minute. And it's going to sound a bit embarrassing. I'm also suffering from a bit of stage fright. Streaming Alien Isolation in front of 50 people is very different from streaming it in front of 5,000. Which is probably what we'd get if I went to another horror game, especially on a weekend. Because you do kind of have to get immersed. You do kind of have to, you know, well, play a part, I suppose. You're willingly suspending your disbelief and you're trying to feel what the character is feeling. Like a, well, like I guess like a. You know, you're trying to let yourself feel it. So you switch off the sub notifications, you switch off the chat, you turn off the lights, you put on your headset, you try and... I remember before I played the Alien Isolation stream, you're probably going to... This might sound a bit embarrassing, but fuck it. I used to sit there and just listen to the sounds of the station creaking for like 20 minutes. I just put on a headset and just sit there and just trying to get into that zone. You know, that I'm not sitting in my flat, I'm sitting on Sevastopol station and I'm alone. And that's harder to do than if you're, you know, if there's a lot of viewers and you know that everything you do is about to go on YouTube, regardless of whether or not you want it to, regardless of how politely you ask people not to do it. It's harder, is what I'm saying. It's just harder. Wood doors have the highest speed stat. Oh, really? Huh. But then again, they're not going to contain things if I get fires. Okay. Right, so we put down these coolers now. This room is quite chilly. Let's just turn on that heater. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, that was quick. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'll give it a year. Right, Tiro and Ledito are now going to get married. So Ledito, the autistic man... So Tiro has just entered the room carrying some meds, and Ledito's gone, want to get married? And she's like, oh, fucking hell. So bear in mind that previously, Tiro ran a mile. This time, she's like, yeah, whatever, fuck it. Making medicine, Tiro. We'll talk later. He's like, yes. So marriage is on. Congratulations. Let's make sure that the marriage ceremony area is, well, it's, where should we do it? I mean... I don't know, here? No, here. Here's nice. Yeah. And then we'll move the art here and here. And that'll be like the marriage area. And then they can get married in front of all of their friends. Okay. The old fridge has a what? Unroofed tile. Yes, it does. Oh, true. Yes, of course, because I've taken off the vent now. Yeah. So that used to be the chimney. Good shout. So the heat is now bleeding out because of that. Good shout indeed. Tira, can you just stick a bit of corrugated metal just there? Did I hear that Swap promised to play horror games when he reached a certain sub count? yeah. I think he did mention that actually on the weekend. Thank you, Dr. Gruen T. Thank you very much, Dr. Gruen. Thank you. Yes, on the weekend I played some Rocket League with the ZF guys. I also played some Overwatch with them on Saturday. Yeah, we just hung out. We had fun. We popped onto San. So San, I was streaming playing an unrelated game. No, he's playing Armour. And so about on Saturday evening, about six or seven of us were sitting in his chat, ogling his girlfriend's tits. They're awesome, by the way. His girlfriend has awesome tits. Like 2 apricots in a handkerchief. Right, okay. Cool, so the butcher's table is ready, but we have nothing to butcher. What? Why is the chat going crazy? Can a man not appreciate fantastic baps? Is it somehow not allowed? I'm sure she has a lovely personality behind those fantastic knockers. Thank you, Dutch. Thank you very much, Dutch. Thank you. Okay, let's also thread the power cable through the wall here. Give me a few minutes. She's going to be in here yelling at me. I'm sorry, Gorty. Not really. Okay. Cool. Right, so the kitchen is almost set now. So let's go and... well, no, they've got to eat... So we have too many mouths to feed. There's just so many colonists to feed that we've got to turn all the hydroponics into rice. Yeah, we've got to get this into the kitchen urgently. Okay. Get all that rice into the kitchen. We need every single scrap of food that we can get. Okay. Oh, hang on. Well, there's a few meals here, but you know. And let's put down a cupboard there, so that we can put meals stacked there. Right, and also what's Bitterroot doing? She's playing billiards. So I've got another 7 minutes on the stream, I'm afraid, and then I should get on with work today. Okay, yes, if we can make some sandstone outer walls here, that would be helpful. Okay. And what's Prying Panda doing? Could he please... Oh no, wait, he's hauling rice. No, Prying Panda, could you work on that heater? Right, so how are we doing on advanced components that Tiro and Little Miss Hixie are working on? We have 11 of them. Okay, so with 4 more, we'll be able to build the sensor cluster here, which would be... Well, and then it's just the engines and the pods. So, hooray. How did I get the polar bear? We tamed it. We tamed it from it was a wild polar bear that attacked one of our hauling dogs and ate it. And while it was full, we tamed it. Yellow tamed it. Oh yes, fuck, the thrumbos. I forgot about the thrumbos. There they are. Are they leaving? I think they're leaving. Fuck. Yeah, they're leaving. Ooh, hang on a second. Piece of a ship down here. Felfire, can you go and deconstruct that for the parts? I think Felfire's just woken up. Yeah, just woken up and got some nutrient paste. Yummy. How did I manage to grow trees under the roof? Well, it's a tall roof, but also we're keeping them under a sun lamp and they're growing in gravel, which is not as efficient as soil. But they will grow, just given time. I think that one's managed to shrink. It was 57% grown, it's now 56. Whoops. Stuff is breaking down the hydroponics basin. Okay, so I've moved one of the heaters, so hopefully this should be sufficiently warm with the combined action of this cooler venting the heat into this potato gravel room. I don't think one heater is going to be enough to keep this entire room properly warm and toasty. Maybe we should just make it smaller just to cover the gravel. Maybe. Oh really? You can't grow trees under a roof on the latest patch? Oh, really? Will I do another VR game? Yes, Wednesday. Next Vius. Wednesday we do. Oh, fucking fuck. I told you to fucking build the sandstone wall, not just bring the bricks and just pile them up there and then go for whatever, wherever you've gone. Build the bloody wall. Good, we've got a lovely rec room though. People are playing horseshoes, Jen is playing billiards with herself, Kamikaze is playing chess with herself. That's nice. And yes, we should definitely get some fast moving auto doors to just go like in the most common areas. So plastic, steel and steel. Nice, nice. Well, these are steel anyway, so hooray. Okay. Are those carpets? Yes, they are. So these are carpets because we grew some cotton, but now we have to grow rice because... Fuck! Low food. Thank you, Boydie. Thank you very much, Boydie. Yes. The TV doesn't seem to be next to the area where people are throwing horseshoes. Should we move it somewhere over here? Somewhere a bit more sensible. There seems to be a horseshoe-sized hole in the plasma television. Trelero says you've watched Sides VOD and I'm 100% correct. I know! They're marvellous. Oh, I hold down Shift, Sir Mister, to stack the jobs. Why did I move the kitchen? Because of an infestation risk. So beneath this section here, there's a chance of infestation of giant genetically engineered bugs, which is a bit of a pain. So I've decided to move it, and here I will place some non-essential storerooms, things that we can perhaps set ablaze, and we're not too concerned about losing to fire. You know. Right. Yes, a fuel stockpile, yeah. God, that would be a disaster. Bug infestation in a fuel room. Ugh. All that fuel gone. Okay, hang on a minute. Also, we lost the music. I'll just put the default music back on. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Cool, we're doing okay. And Randy seems to be holding off, which is suspicious. Well, I've only got 2 more minutes on the stream anyway, so if there's a raid, I can't handle it now. Right, so it's the 10th day of autumn. Everyone's gone to bed. It's midnight, so the only 2 people awake at Easy Life and Fellfire are industrious night owls. We have quite a few high explosive shells. That was another thing. I retrieved lots of them from the mining camp because there was a drop pod. Sorry, that's not true. There was a raid, a siege that brought them with them. So, our mortar shells, mortar pieces are ready. Maybe we should build another one. Truth be told, get 3. So yes, we can basically drop down quite a lot of high explosives on an incoming raid if they decide to hang at long range, of course, which is not always the case. Yes, indeed, precisely that. So I need to properly infestation-proof these rooms. So that means design the rooms in such a way that there's an alcove with a an incendiary bomb in the corner. And then when the bugs appear, they'll basically blow themselves up. And also double wall for the sake of heat containment. And, perhaps put combustibles in the room as well, such as power conduits, which will generally let the bug problem deal with itself. I'd also need to designate what precisely would be in those rooms. Yes, it's difficult actually, because obviously I don't have any room that's necessarily sacrificial. I guess prisoner rooms, really. Then I can't do the bombs in the corner thing. Okay. And yes, I'll probably just shunt this along. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably move these bedrooms here. Yeah, like move it all along here. I need a new front entrance to the base, though. If it's not going to be there, I could have it here. In fact, I could have a second bunker. Why not? Have a second bunker here. One bunker here. Well, no, then it'll be interfere with the kill zone for the turrets. You think someone's hurt? Who's hurt? Yes, Dragoners and Cryo. Okay, right, I'm afraid, truth be told, it's the end of the stream. Sorry, it's one in the afternoon, and I need to get on with my real job, which is editing for YouTube. So, yes, I'm going to go and get on with it, really. So thank you for watching. That was a bit of Tundrafall. So the Arctic colony continues to survive. We're doing quite well. We've moved away from the mining camp to the south, but we could always make another one. The ship construction is coming along quite well. We need a handful more components for the sensor cluster, and then it's just the engines, so 2 more engines, and then it's whatever cryopods are necessary. So we'll focus on the engines next. I'll probably build put here and here, and then put 3 engines in a row. Apparently you need 3 engines. According to this status report, it says 2 ship engines, so it requires 3. So, didn't know that. So each one requires about 15 advanced components a piece. So, yikes. So yes, that's what we'll do. Right, cool. So if you are a Twitch subscriber and you didn't get the notification in your email for the last YouTube video, which was finished on Friday, please stick around. Please wait in the subscriber-only chat room just above, and I'll be with you just in a moment, just after I end the stream, to talk to you about that. If you're interested, of course. It's a video essay that I've been working on. Right, how does pop out here? Right, so as for everyone else then, hang on, where's Lulu? There she is. So the plan now, it's the start of it's the first week of the next YouTube video, so a bullshittery. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go away and scrub the footage that I've got on my hard drive to determine what I've actually got. Then I'm going to edit the menu, which is like this list of like, you know, this is what's on my hard drive, you know, Rocket League, you know, Divinity, Holdfast, you know, CSGO. Here's the menu, and then I'm going to go, what interests you? You know, I'm going to sort of put it in front of the subscribers, and then get their opinions, basically. So bear with me. I'll send you another update today in your email and hear your opinions. Yes, so just bear with me just a moment. Sorry, can I just have a look and see who's streaming? Also, Gorty is now in the chat, and I think I'm in trouble, so I'm going to run away quickly. Hi, Gorty. Oh, fuck. Right. Sorry. Yeah. Good morning, Gorty. If anyone's told you anything about anything I've been saying in the chat, this lies. It's all lies. Total lies, Gorty. Complete fabrications of the truth. Yes. Right. So okay. ZF Bavin is playing. Fantastic. Thank you. Excalibastard. Thank you, Excalibastard. Thank you. Right. So I will hand you over to ZF Bavin and just get to work. Really. So thank you for watching. All the best. I hope you have a lovely week from myself and from Lulu. And yes. So hang on a second. So. Right, so if you are a Twitch subscriber, I will be in the subscriber-only chat for the next 10-15 minutes. And everyone else, have a lovely, lovely week. And this is ZF Bavin.
Server group revoked.